drive-by shootings, assaults, rapes, robberies, drug rings, and murders. Crime is on the rise in the neighborhoods and towns of America. It comes to our sense that those responsible for this reign of terror are not only adults, but children of our age. Life in prison is of great consequence both to the individuals who receive these punishments and to the society that imposes them. The state we live in, Pennsylvania, stands in the third highest juveniles serving in life prisons with a national population of 435, according to the Sentencing Project Research Reform. For this debate, my partner Jared and I came to resolve that juvenile criminals should be tried as adults. Serious punishments exist for serious crimes. We find that prosecuting juveniles in adult courts is appropriate and necessary for juveniles to hold accountable for their crimes. Juveniles will be tried as adults depending on the severity of their crime. It is common sense to know that it is wrong to kill someone. The kinds of crimes under the category of severity will be any of the capital punishments: murder, torture, manslaughter, assaults, battery, and much more. To murder someone is the intentional act of killing someone. It is often classified as first or second degree murder. Torturing someone is the cause of severe pain or suffering, whether physically or mentally, and is intentionally inflicted. Manslaughter has two different levels: involuntary and voluntary. Involuntary manslaughter occurs when there is no intention to kill, but someone dies as a result of someone else's negligence. Voluntary manslaughter occurs in the heat of passion or while committing a felony. Manslaughter is not considered to be as murder, but due to the individual's state of mind and lack of forethought of carrying out the murder. Assaults are when there is a threat or an actual attempt to harm another individual. Battery is an intentional physical action against another individual. It is the act of striking another human being with an intention to harm them. We came up with the ideal age limit to be tried as adults. In other words, children who are as young as 7 to 8 years old, or those considered to be any younger, would possibly get into rehabilitation. However, children from the age of 13 and older are to be tried as adults. A juvenile who commits an adult crime should do the adult time. Being old enough to do the crime is old enough to do the time to serve their punishments. Our last plan is the amount of prison sentences served. According to the National Youth Campaign, nearly 7,500 young people are locked up in adult jails, and another 2,000 are locked up in adult prisons. We don't think that this many juveniles should be sentenced to life for doing something small. For instance, a juvenile who commits a severe crime of manslaughter or murdering many people may be put in life sentences. However, crimes so small that are not under capital punishment may serve for 3 to 5 years or so. In order for juveniles to obtain a sentence of life without parole, he or she must have committed a violent offense. With so many juveniles who have committed severe crimes, it is important that juveniles get disciplined right away. Light punishments may deter crimes, and it is important to stop that before happening. The severity of the crime makes a major decision. That is, juveniles should not be tried as adults for doing something small, such as non-armed robberies or crimes that do no harm to anyone. Thus, by determining how severe the crime committed is, juveniles will be held responsible the same way as adults. Will this plan work? Juveniles will be tried and sentenced according to how severe their crime is. They won't be held into adult prisons for doing something small, such as non-armed theft and non-armed robbery. According to James C. Backstrom, a Dakota County authority states that the age limit that will be set for juveniles to be tried as adults will be between 13 to 15 years old, because that is when juveniles understand the difference between the right from wrong, and know that it is wrong to commit those crimes. Juveniles will be tried as adults for crimes such as capital punishments because they know it is wrong to torture and kill someone. Kids today go around committing the same crimes as adults. Just because they are considered young does not exclude them from getting the punishments they deserve. If we don't discipline them now, they may continue to go on and commit more crimes, some even more severe. It is our best to try to stop these juveniles before they end up doing things beyond what we think. Think about it. If you lost someone you loved, whether it was your friend, your sister, brother, or even your parents, how would you feel? Particularly, if the person who committed the crime was a child, which you just let them go? It is about time for juveniles to be taught directly the right from wrong. Thank you.